go on, we could sit down and drink and talk forever about growing up in Castle Hill.
Castle Hill was like being in your house, but with a huge family. Because even when we came outside of our apartments, we were still with family. And a lot of people didn't get that. They didn't get that Castle Hill was as strong as it was because we had unity. You know what I'm saying? Like even if my side was beefing with the back buildings, couldn't nobody come in Castle Hill and do nothing because both sides would unite like Voltron.
For example, it was a rapist running around. It was like our job to catch him. You get what I'm saying? It was our job to catch him. You know what I'm saying? And then at one time, I remember nobody could come from anywhere else and see their girl. They had to date outside the projects.
And everybody know about the boot building. The closest building to the boot building was 2175. But 2175 had some hand skills in there. At the end of the day, nobody could put on that. At the end of the day, nobody could put on that. At the end of the day, the boot building, right, they had their peoples, you know what I'm saying? They had crazy cribs. But it's always been these two buildings. But there's always these two buildings on this side. This is the power. But let's keep it real. Let's not forget that we had some forces on the other side of the street. See, the private houses was actually linked up to this. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Everybody in the private house was a family to this. Those private houses over there, from Screven, whatever, they were all linked into this side right here.
I remember when one of the sisters in the building had a problem with a dude she was dating off in another block. One person didn't go settle it. The whole Castle Hill went to settle it. And when we got there, Jamal, the dude got to be like 6.
10 cats from this project right here, Elliot, that went to IS 174. It was infested with Soundview cats. We was the only Castle Hill cats in there. And if we didn't represent, they to this day, Lord Tariq, Big Pun, I don't care who it is, they can tell you who represented for Castle Hill when we was there. And they'll tell you off the back. And my MO is this. If you didn't
a female that lived in our building, that grew up in our block, and our neighborhood. The way he put it to us was when you let somebody come from the outside to the inside, it's like a cancer if they get away with it. Everybody else is going to come in and pick at that caucus. Everybody's going to say, well, he did it and got away with it. So Jamal taught us to check it at the door. When somebody came and did something to us, we retaliated swiftly and real bad so that everybody knew that, okay, if I go to Castle Hill and do this, I'm not going to have to watch my back. It's going to come for me.
The history between Castle and Soundview goes just like this. It was like 10 of us. Jamal, Pop, me, Jamal, OJ. 10 cats from this project right here, Elliot, that went to IS 174. It was infested with Soundview cats. We was the only Castle Hill cats in there. And if we didn't represent, they to this day, Lord Tariq, Big Pun, I don't care who it is, they can tell you who represented for Castle Hill when we was there. And they'll tell you off the back. And my MO is this. If you didn't get it in, you didn't come home. You had a long walk home. It was nowhere out.
Bushes everywhere.
Most cats that didn't fight that day found their way home through the woods.
Exactly. You was either a good fighter or a hell of a track star. That was a long run home.
Listen, realistically, because of the thing with the generation thing is this. You know, you would never catch our generation playing knockout, running around hitting old people in the head, disrespecting people, cursing out their mothers and stuff like that, and still have your teeth in your mouth after you curse your mother out. That couldn't happen because back then everybody got involved. Everybody played a part. You know what I'm saying? If you spoke to business owners, the business owners got involved. You know what I'm saying? And I learned, if you learn to have respect and follow rules, you can live a long, healthy life. And in reality, that's reality. If you learn how to have respect, you know what I'm saying, then you can live a long life, a long, healthy life most of the time. So I was taught that, and I remember we couldn't get away with nothing. Nothing. Everybody's mother, my mother, Miss Graham, Miss Jeannie, Miss Janie, all the mothers, especially J-Ma, she was on us like crazy.
You don't want to bring the heat to where you gotta reside, to where your mother walk in the building.
Even though we did bad things, but at the end of the day, our parents didn't play. Now, it's y'all generation, y'all parents are scared of y'all because they don't want to hit y'all and stuff. So, the reason why we here today, we live the long life we live. I'm 45 years old. I lived to see 45. I wasn't supposed to be here. I'm supposed to be dead in jail for a long time, but the grace of God, I'm here. And I think that y'all generation should watch us what we doing now, because all right, we made mistakes and we went out there and did our thing as in games and all that stuff, but then look at us now, we all legit now, and that should show y'all it ain't all about just being in games and all that. It's all about, you know, surviving and putting God first.
The Bible says train up a child in the right way, and for the rest of his life he'll go that way. He may stray from the path, but he'll find his way back. And all of us was trained up the right way. We may have